What's up, everybody? We're going to be doing an update to SOFI Technologies, ticker symbol SOFI. I called out this name back here the beginning of October, and since then we have just went parabolic, along with a lot of other names in the market, especially a lot of the ones that we've been in, which is phenomenal. The high five setup is working, and we are absolutely cashing in on these setups and these epic parabolic moves. So let's get a little update here. We still have a high five setup. We had a nice cup and handle pattern. We had this breakout. We had this pullback and a retest off earnings, where I also said we dipped all the way back down here. And I just looked at earnings during the day, and I just said this is such a fake out. And it was such a fake out to the downside. Got some people, caught them off guard, got some people to sell out. Wall Street bought in, and they've been riding this name higher. Wall Street's always going to be there to be buying in down here whenever they know they're caught way off sides. So we have our cup and handle pattern. Our measured move is up to $16.93 with a timeline of June 2027. And I always put a timeline on here, guys. Always put a timeline on here. And I get questions like, man, that's a really far out timeline. We're looking at a weekly chart, I know, but like it's so far out. And the thing you have to understand is just because this is the timeline that we put on here, it's just a measured timeline taking this and measuring it out. Look where we are already at. We are already at $14.11, and we hit a high of $14.44. We're fastly approaching 1563, which is my next profit target, and then 1693. And I don't even have any other profit targets after that, guys. I'm not gonna lie. So once we get here, I'm gonna have to figure everything out. Um, oh, look at that. Shibu Inu just hit our profit target. That's right. High five setup works on crypto too, guys. So, yeah, we'll have to figure it out when we get up here, and we definitely could get up there pretty fast. Then we'll have to start looking at all-time highs up here around 20 to $25. But anyways, back to the high five setup. We still are not at the measured move yet, so everything's still good there. We still have a volume gap that needs filled to about where we are right now, up to the 1563. I will say over here we have had previous support now turned resistance. So this could be a little bit of a hiccup area that we get right in here. But we'll see, because a lot of people are FOMOing, a lot of money's coming into the markets, and things are crazy right now. So yeah, we'll see. Um, uh, Furthermore, we'll close the chart out. Saw enough of that. We have continuing higher on the MACD with increasing volume. We have the RSI getting into the oversold area. So that is the one thing that's a little with that support turn resistance coming up as well, and almost reaching the 1563 volume gap, and getting up here on the stochastic. It's looking a little bit, I don't know, the market doesn't just go in a straight line. It could surprise me, but I feel like we're coming to a head with SoFi. But we'll see. We'll see. I could be wrong. The trend is fine. Once we get up here, basically you draw a box of the 80 line, and then you just let this thing go sideways. As long as it doesn't break below the 80 line, along with one other indicator showing a bearish trajectory, then you're good. So, because as it goes sideways like this, the stock price continues to go up like so. Also, we have the Williams R up here. We have this nice support right here made right below the 20 line. So it's about, the support was made at about negative 23.20 line. So same thing with these, the trend down here. It comes up, creates a support, and then you just want to see it go like this, continue to consolidate sideways. I call it the consolidation box. And with the consolidation box, there's no reason to fret until you break down out of the consolidation box, because when you break down out of the consolidation box of that support, then you need to look at your other indicators. And if you had something roll over like that, then you have 2 indicators telling you rut row, get out of the name. Or if you have this come down and break the 80 line, subsequently with this breaking the support created right here, rut row, it's time to get out of the name. It's time to move on. If this is a trade, if this is not a trade and you're going to be super long-term SOFI, then be super long-term SOFI. But when I see that, it usually means a reversal and we're going to get a decent pullback down to here to the green line. And I'm going to want to exit out of my expensive shares and then rebuy down here at the green line when I get this bottoming out and reversal higher. So that is SoFi Technologies. That's where we're at right now. Still a high five setup. Everything's still looking good. Still have some profit targets to hit. Just we are pretty extended right now. We are flag pulling hard, but we could flag pull even harder. There is a lot of momentum coming into this market, a lot of money coming into this market, and a lot of hype. And what we learned about 2021 is when we get a lot of this hype, it can last for a decent while. But I will say, as the longer it lasts, the longer it lasts will not be the time to continue to pummel your hard-earned money into the market. It'll be time to look in other sectors, look in dividends, retails. I think is going to be the next flow through next year. It's time to look over at those things. But that's all for this video. Appreciate you guys sticking around and catching this late one. I'll see you in the next one.